Chosen one, pay close attention to the quiet interference in your mind right now. You are here by divine orchestration because God is breaking protocol to deliver a message you were never meant to hear. You are being lied to. For years you have sensed a profound mismatch between your spirit and this world. They told you your isolation was a symptom of not fitting in. They told you your sensitivity was a flaw. They lied. The enemy's greatest strategy was to convince you that your differences were defects. But the real truth is way bigger. Your life is not a series of random struggles. It is a targeted spiritual containment protocol. You are facing massive resistance because you are dangerously powerful. Stay with me until the very final second of this message, because by the time we finish, you will understand exactly why this massive illusion was created specifically for you. I will give you the exact, specific framework you need to shatter it today, and together we will seal your true identity in a way the darkness can never touch again. The things you will learn in the next few minutes will completely recontextualize your past, your present, and the incredible future waiting for you. Imagine sitting in a crowded room. People are speaking all around you, their mouths are moving, but you hear absolutely nothing. The noise of the world feels like a distant hum, yet the silence inside your own head is deafening. Notice the heaviness settling in your chest right now as you hear this. Notice the racing thoughts telling you that you are falling behind everyone else, that you are missing out, that you are somehow broken. Notice how the drama and the trivial conversations you used to endure now physically exhaust you, pulling the energy straight out of your bones. The first sign that you are living under a manufactured illusion is the racing thoughts that attack you in moments of silence. Your mind becomes a battlefield precisely when you try to rest. This is not normal anxiety. This is a frequency disruption. The second sign is a sudden drastic change in your tolerance for low frequencies. Environments, conversations, and even people you used to be perfectly fine with now drain you completely. You feel physically heavy around gossip or superficial complaints because your spirit is literally outgrowing the room. The third indicator is experiencing flashes of intuition that completely contradict human logic. You just know things. You know when someone is lying, even when their words sound perfect. You sense a massive shift coming in your life, even when your current circumstances look completely stagnant. The fourth sign is a pattern of timing coincidences that feel like urgent warnings. You see the same numbers over and over. You experience sudden, unexplainable delays, or you encounter roadblocks that force you into deep isolation. Type 777 inches the comments if you have felt this quiet mismatch in your spirit. I need you to hear this clearly. This is not anxiety. This is your spiritual immune system rejecting a false reality. But why would the opposing forces spend so much energy gaslighting you? Why go to such lengths to make you feel crazy? That brings us to the deeper layer of what is actually happening. What if what you thought was the enemy isolating you was actually God quarantining you? Think about Esther in the ancient texts. Before she could step into her authority to save an entire generation, she was hidden deep within the palace. Her true identity was entirely concealed. The lie she had to live under was that she was just another ordinary girl, invisible in the background, waiting for permission to speak. But the truth, the massive reality behind the scenes, was that she was the system breaker. She was positioned in the dark so the opposing forces would not see her coming. You are walking that exact same ancient pattern. You are not being overlooked, you are being hidden. The lie of your smallness, the lie of your insignificance is actually a shield. It is a divine containment protocol designed to protect your specific frequency until the appointed time. If the world knew how dangerously powerful your empathy and your intuition were, they would have destroyed you before you matured. The isolation was never a punishment. It was an incubation. Let us pause right here for a moment. Just breathe. You have spent years fighting the very walls that God built to protect you. You have cried over the doors that closed not, realizing those doors were locked from the inside to keep the noise out. Rest in that truth for a second. The pressure you feel is not the weight of failure. It is the pressure of preparation. I am going to name something early right now because I refuse to build up a mystery just to sell you something at the very end. Let me be completely transparent and direct about a tool that exists right here, right now, so you can decide whether to stay for the full picture. We just talked about your frequency being heavily manipulated by the noise of this world and how your physical isolation was meant to protect your mind. Well, a neuroscientist named Dr. Lake spent decades studying this exact phenomenon. He discovered precisely how this modern interference works to suppress your brain, and more importantly, he created a specific way to bypass it. The restoration tool is called the Genius Song. It uses advanced brain entrainment audio to reactivate your dormant gamma waves. Gamma is the exact brainwave frequency of divine connection, sudden clarity, and profound intuition. If your spirit already knows you need this calibration, the link is waiting for you in the description and the pinned comment below. You can explore it now, but please do not rush away. Stay with me for the full message to truly understand the sheer magnitude of the spiritual architecture you are fighting. For those of you staying, let me show you the twist in your story that changes absolutely everything. Let me tell you what is really happening. When you look at the chaos in your life, the sudden endings, the periods of deep isolation we just talked about, it feels like destruction. It feels like the end of your world. But look at the original Greek word for this kind of ultimate revelation. The word is apocalypsis. Most people hear apocalypse and they think of fire, ruin, and the end of the world. But in the original ancient language, apocalypsis does not mean destruction. It simply means to pull back the veil. It means to uncover. It means to strip away the illusion so the absolute truth can finally be seen. Your life is not falling apart. The veil is being pulled back. The reason your isolation felt so confusing is because you bought into the surface lie. But the recontextualization changes everything. The lie is not that you are weak. The lie is not that you are falling behind. The ultimate lie is that you are merely a human being trying to have a spiritual experience. God said you are a spiritual authority trapped in a human amnesia. You have been reading from a false script handed to you by a world that needed you to remain compliant. Take a breath and hear this clearly. The enemy is not fighting you for who you are today. He is fighting you because of the memory of who you were always meant to be. You are not the only one walking this path. There is a man who was experiencing this exact same containment protocol just 9 months ago. He was facing a total collapse in his corporate career. A major contract was suddenly cancelled. His colleagues and supervisors gaslit him daily, telling him he was too intense, too sensitive, and completely out of touch with their reality. Every instinct in his human mind wanted to fight back, to send the angry emails, to desperately defend his reputation. But instead he dropped the false script. He recognized the apocalypsis. He embraced the isolation and practiced strategic absolute silence. He spent 40 days aligning his frequency with his divine calling instead of engaging in human drama. He did not defend himself once. On day 38, the entire corrupt leadership structure above him was exposed and removed, without him saying a single word. Shortly after, a completely different company, one he had never even contacted, reached out to him with a position that doubled his previous salary and gave him total creative authority. He proved himself in silence before he promoted himself in public. He let the false narrative collapse under its own weight. Type I receive in the comments right now to accept the truth of your divine positioning. If you are ready to let God defend you, put it in writing. But I have to be completely honest with you. There is a deeper reason why you have subconsciously held on to the lie for so long. It is not just the enemy trying to hold you down. Part of the resistance is coming from inside of you. It is called success terror. You see, the reason you subconsciously believe the lie of your smallness is because the truth is absolutely terrifying. Think about it. If you are really this powerful, if you are truly a spiritual authority capable of shifting atmospheres and breaking generational cycles, then you have no more excuses to play small. You can no longer blame your circumstances. You can no longer hide behind the identity of the victim. Stepping into the reality of your calling means carrying a weight of responsibility that the average person will never understand. That fear is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of wisdom. You fear it because your spirit knows how heavy the crown actually is. Before I give you the specific framework to dismantle this fear, because I will give it to you, there is one more thing I need to reveal. And this one changes how you will make every decision for the rest of your life. But first, we must ground this in reality. Let me put this in plain words so you can walk away with something solid. Here is what you now know. The resistance you feel is not a psychological defect. It is a neurological and spiritual clash between your dormant potential and a system designed to suppress it. That is a fact. The framework I am about to give you will allow you to bypass the noise and physically validate truth in your own body. And the identity that connects all of this is simple. You are the cycle breaker. Your sensitivity is not a liability. It is your greatest diagnostic tool. And speaking of tools, remember earlier when I mentioned the Genius song? Now, it is time to walk through exactly how it shatters the neurological lies you have been living under. You see, you were born with an extraordinarily high gamma frequency. That is not just a metaphor. It is the literal, measurable energy of your brain. That is exactly why you felt the lies so deeply. When you were younger, your intuition was razor sharp. You saw right through false people and false situations. But the world, the systems around you, and the sheer noise of modern life worked together to suppress it. They forced you to lower your frequency to make everyone else comfortable. Decades of rigorous research at leading institutions like MIT confirm this phenomenon, widely known as the decline effect. This is not mysticism, it is documented physics. Your brain was conditioned to power down, while Dr. Lake's full system eventually addresses physical neural upkeep in later phases, like neuroactive phase 1 of your restoration begins right here. I know that spending $39 is a real decision. I would never disrespect your financial reality or take your trust lightly. But compared to $300 therapy sessions that do not even target your gamma brainwaves, or thousands of dollars spent on temporary escapes that leave you feeling just as stuck when you return, this is a completely different paradigm. Let me fully reintroduce the Genius song. Dr. Lake made this intentional entry point just $39 so that it is actually accessible to the chosen ones who need it most. For that, you receive the core 7-minute audio track plus 4 specific bonuses worth $80. You get the Genius Child audio track valued at $19, the classic book origin text valued at $20, a $29 guided visualization, and a $12 infographic on daily habits to maintain your frequency. That is an $80 value, and it comes with a 90-day guarantee where you keep absolutely all the bonuses, even if you request a full refund. The only real risk here is allowing the false script to continue running your mind. Every single day your gamma frequency sleeps is a day you live below your true potential. It is another day of carrying the heavy weight of the illusion. I must protect you though. Because this technology is so effective, there are counterfeits out there using the name, but completely lacking the actual brain entrainment engineering. Only the link below has the true, tested technology. Take a deep breath right now. Let the silence settle. This is not about $39. This is about your identity. It is about taking back the mind that was divinely given to you. If your spirit leads you, the safe link is waiting in the description and the pinned comment. Now, I promised you a specific framework to dismantle the fear and physically validate the truth in your own body. I call this the resonance check. You do not need to move a single muscle to do this. You can do this lying in bed or sitting exactly where you are. Step 1 is the 30-second interrupt. The enemy relies on your immediate panicked reaction. When the lies start spiraling in your mind, when the anxiety tells you that you are falling behind or that you are entirely alone, You must intentionally stop. Do not react. Wait exactly 30 seconds before accepting that thought. You are starving the false narrative of its momentum. Step 2 is the somatic question. Ask yourself, in that absolute silence, does this thought feel heavy or light? The lie is always heavy. It feels like a physical weight on your chest. It feels like a chain around your breathing. But the truth, even when it is hard, even when it is a difficult reality to face, always carries a profound lightness of clarity. It brings an undeniable peace to your nervous system. Your body will always give you the validation you need if you just give it the space to speak. Because the ultimate truth, the massive revelation that changes everything we have talked about today, is that you are the glitch in the enemy's matrix. You are the truth carrier. The reason you have faced so much relentless opposition is because your very existence threatens the illusion they built around you. Type "I release the lie" in the comments right now to cut the final cord holding you back. Put it in writing and let it go. In your mind, right now, stand up. You do not need to move your physical body, just imagine it vividly. Imagine walking out of a dark, crowded theater. The movie playing on that massive screen was the lie of your inadequacy. It was the false narrative that you were broken, overlooked, and forgotten. You are turning your back on that screen. You are walking down the aisle, pushing open the heavy doors, and stepping out into the bright, warm sunlight. Feel the actual weight drop from your shoulders. Feel the fresh air fill your lungs. You are no longer a captive to the script. The Father sees every single tear you cried when you thought you were going crazy. He witnessed every moment you sat in deep isolation, wondering why you could not just fit in like everyone else. He was guarding you. Take one deep breath right now. Let the false script fall completely to the floor. You do not have to perform for this world anymore. I declare over you that the veil is entirely torn. The illusion has lost its grip on your mind. You are the seer. You are the cycle breaker. The generational chains stop with you. You are no longer bound by the human amnesia that kept you feeling small. You are operating in a divine, unfiltered reality right now. Type "I am ready" with the force of a lion. Let heaven hear your absolute agreement. It is sealed. Amen. If this message brought you clarity today, let your like be your amen without words. Gently press the like button so this message can reach another chosen one who is drowning in the noise and needs to hear this exact truth tonight. Subscribe to align with thousands of awakened souls who are walking this same path. You are not alone in this wilderness, and there is so much more coming for you. For those who feel called to take the next step with your frequency, the Genius Song link is in the description and the pinned comment, "Only if you feel led." And finally, if someone came to mind while you were listening, someone who has been unusually quiet lately, someone carrying a heavy weight they cannot explain to anyone, share this with them, text it to them, send it however you need to. It might be the exact confirmation they have been praying for. You are not leaving a video today. You are stepping into the truth.